Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to PBTV. As you can see, I've got something brand spanking new on the table, literally landed with us only a couple of hours ago. So we've beavered away to get this online and ready. But again, as always, this is the M66 Pro Sniper Rifle, Pro 700 Sniper Rifle by Double Eagle. First impressions out the box are very, very good, hence why we've got this up and ready as fast as possible so you can see it. Absolutely any questions that you want to know, drop them down in the comments. We will go through the normal process of starting at the front, work our way back. We'll talk about some of the really cool assets and features it's got, where it sits in comparison to other sniper rifles, etc., and how this thing could improve your game on the field. So, as you can see, I have put a shiny tube on the front, but it does normally come with this muzzle brake on the front. So it is a 14mm counterclockwise thread on there, so any of your standard devices will fit on there. I've just put one of the Rotex on there because they're very, very cool, and they suit this platform down to a T. I think the sort of size of it, the way the length of the barrel, the sort of size of the platform, I think the Rotex is a really, really cool fit. Again, you could foam fill it and make it super quiet. These come with a sort of standard aluminium tube in there as standard, but you can mess with it if you like to. And again, you can just take it off, put that back on, and do as you see fit, and build this thing however you want. So we do have rails on the front, rails in the center. There is M-lock underneath. So if you're wanting to do sort of specific builds with this, as you can see, I've just put one of the Vector short dots on this purely because I think this is probably one of the best scopes that you can get for any platform. When it comes to airsoft, it is all about looks, really, and rule of cool wins. These look cool, and they are absolutely incredible. The clarity of the glass, you've got 1:6, and to be honest, it really, really suits the platform as well. It matches the aesthetic, it comes with the mounts, so you're good to go there. You do have a very, very decent chunk of rail at the front here as well, so you want to put a PEC box, a small torch, a rangefinder or anything on there. This is pre-fitted and ready to go. The barrel itself, as it comes back and goes underneath this rail, it then does flare out and become quite thick back here. Again, just aesthetic. And just sort of makes it look a little bit meaty and a little bit chunkier. One thing that I did notice when I got this out of the box, I was expecting it to be quite lightweight and be maybe sort of sitting in a recon sort of capacity. This thing is just over 3.5 kilos without the optic, without the front end, without any bits on it. So it is sort of deceptively heavy, but as we go through it, you'll sort of understand this is. It can fold away, and it is very, very good as sort of a recon build, like the collapsing stock, the fully adjustable, but it's obviously been designed as a sort of static platform with the vertical grip, the M-lock, the sling points, and all that. It does feel like it's been specifically built to be a prone, sort of laying in weight, OP style platform, but airsoft, you're allowed to do whatever you want. So if you want to run around with this thing, you absolutely can do. And again, just be aware it is packing a little bit of weight. Most of that weight is probably because it does have an exceptionally sort of strong, well-built stock system back here. It does have sort of all these extra rail bits on it, and the actual polymer itself, normally when you get something like this out of the box, you expect the polymer sort of walls to be quite thin. These things are very, very thick, very robust, and absolutely built very, very solid. The stock itself, this big steel lump back here, you can press this and it does fold. So obviously there's got to be some strength and protection behind that, and make sure that's going to last. So again, there's a little bit of weight there as well. Will VSR upgrades work on it? As far as we're aware, we've done a couple of little bit of shot testing, a little bit of research on it. This has been built off the TM M40 platform, so anything that works with the TM M40, we believe will work with this. But there are some very, very specific differences with that to this. For example, your hop adjuster is underneath here. So underneath, you have this little dial here, if I can find it, there it is. That is actually your hop adjuster, so you can adjust it on the fly. The magazine has 50 rounds in the mag, and then there is a 21 round tube in here. So when you put your first mag in, you'll hear a little whoop, and it basically forces a load of BBs into the feed tray, and there is a lever. So again, when you demag and you're coming out of a game and you want to make sure this thing is safe, you press that little lever and the BBs will roll out. Again, if you're using heavyweights and stuff like that, make sure you catch them. You don't want to be spilling them all over the place, but it does mean that first mag, when you're going into a game, you're going to have 70 rounds plus one if you've rocked one into the chamber as well. So 70 rounds in a sniper just off the bat is really, really good, meaning that you're not too worried about getting an extra mag, because if you have got them the feed ramp full, when you do take the mag out, it will chamber one of them. Obviously, with that ramp full, once you've chambered one, there's then no force behind it, so you're not going to get all 21 BBs out of that ramp. It is going to leave some behind. So when you put your next mag in, it will force some more through, and you're good to go. So you do have a very, very high number of rounds in there off the bat. So 50 plus 21, obviously a working 50 BB count, because that 21 is a little bit of a sort of mix and match. Can you get different stocks? That's Reaper on YouTube. As far as we're no, this is as it is. So this is the M66 700. It is in black and tan. So any bit on here that you can see in tan is available in a full black version if you want to be a little bit more stealth and a little bit more sneaky. But again, if you're going to paint it up and ghillie up, the sort of base color of it doesn't really matter. You can do as you see fit. Luke Hill, when will it be online? I believe it should be online right now. If you check the new products page, it'll be in there. Just filter it by Double Eagle and you'll be able to find it right now. So a couple of other really, really cool sort of features on it is the cocking handle. You can see the cocking handle here, and there is a little cutout where it rests. On the opposite side here is one of the very many QD sling points. So there's one there and a couple at the front. This QD sling point, you can take this off, take the bolt out, swap it over, put the QD sling point on that side, and change it to a left-handed system. You don't have to get anything extra. So all these people that are running around wanting a left-handed sniper rifle, this is it. You obviously have to do this because they obviously come built to right-handed specs out the box. But again, all you have to do is remove the screw, swap this around. There is a big instruction manual on everything that you can do. So yeah, you can swap this around and have a ready-to-go left-handed bolt action out the box. Can you fit a bipod? Paul Eastwood on Facebook. Yes, so not straight out the box. What you will have to do, when your question disappears, I'll bring it up. All that down there is M-lock. So we do have RIS rail on the top, and then on the sides and the bottom we have M-lock. So if you have an M-lock bipod, by all means drop it straight on. It will work. If not, any M-lock RIS adapter will simply stick onto the bottom of here, and then you can stick any bipod you want on there. If you want in a Harris, a spring-loaded, something a little bit more sturdy. But yes, anything like that can be fitted to it. The bits that I've put on here are just things that we had, and after I put it together, I thought it looked really cool, so I thought I'd come and show it you with the sort of canted, the vector optics, short dot, the Rotex. I think it all works really, really well. A couple of very cool features on it. It does have a mock spiraled bolt in there, again purely for looks. The mag release is on the back here, so pushing that forward drops it out. So this is the 50 round mag that comes with it. You fill it from the front, and again, if you're not going to go through all your rounds and everything like that, this can be easily vented. So on the top here, there's two little pins that stick up with a key, top of your speed loader or anything like that, into your BB port, press it, and it will vent them all out. Just means that if you are running multiple mags, gets to the end of the day, you don't want to leave these full of sort of heavyweight BBs like 0.4s, 0.5s, anything like that. It's just going to compress your spring, leave them unloaded, and you are good to go. Again, there is a lever inside the mag well. It's going to be very difficult to see on here, but just at the front here, there is a lever. Pushing that will vent the feed tube, so them 21 BBs that are in that feed tube will come out, meaning that you can take this into any safe zone very, very safely and completely unloaded. Another very, very cool feature that we have as well is if this thing carries its own tools. So these are probably going to fall out as I do this. It's very, very difficult with it being quite heavy. But taking this out, the two Allen keys do fit into two little slots in there, but what you can do in here is there is a bolt just about where my finger is. Undoing that allows you to slide the pistol grip forwards or backwards, allowing you to sort of tailor the grip. Rather than tailoring the trigger, you tailor where the grip is, just meaning you can be a bit more comfortable with it, have that trigger pull exactly how you like it, and if you're sort of wrapping your finger around the trigger, you can adjust it back so you're actually getting the pad of your finger on there instead. Again, really cool feature, never seen it really on anything before, but as you can see, it is a very sort of vertical pistol grip as well, sort of leaning towards that prone position OP Overwatch style platform rather than it being almost like a rifle or buttstock style system that is on the fly and a bit more robust in different roles. Max Bishop on YouTube, what colours does it come in? So currently this is the dual tone tan and black. Anything on here that you see in tan is will be in black on the all black version. So there is a black and a tan version currently only what we have in. So everything on here that is black is still black on the other one. But anything that is coloured in this dark earth colour is fully black on the black one. Again, it does come down to looks. If you're going to run it as it is, the black one is very, very cool. But I do like bolt actions in this sort of dual tone colour. I think it just adds a little bit of sort of aesthetic to it. And I think they've got the sort of dark earth quite right on this. There are some tan platforms that come out that it's a little bit ugh, but I do like this quite a lot. Coming on to power and the sort of bits that everyone likes to talk about when it comes to sniper rifles. Out the box, this thing's firing 460 FPS on a 0.2 gram BB. When it comes to snipers, a lot of people like to work in joules, so that's about 1.9 joules. You're not going to run 0.2s in this. So what we have done, we've tested this on 0.5s. It's the heaviest BB that we had here. And through our chrono, it did 302 FPS. That means it's doing 2.1 joules. Another reason why at our sites we chrono on the weight that you're going to use, because if you chronoed on a 2 and then chronoed on something higher, it can joule creep. So this thing on a 0.5 is doing more power than it is on a 0.2. So make sure you chrono on the weight that you're going to use. But that does mean that out the box, this thing is sat at 2.1 joules on quite a heavy BB. I'd probably recommend not going all the way to 0.5s. It's just what we had here. I'd probably like to see this sat at maybe 3.2s, maybe 4s. Again, dial your hop in. Test a few different rounds out and see what you get the best results with. Don't listen to what other people are saying is best, because it might not be best for you. Again, just make sure you are chronoing on the weight that you're going to use for the rest of the day, because you are going to get a little bit of creep with this. Saying that, with this being a very, very good joulage for an out-the-box platform, the bolt pull on this is exceptionally smooth. Very, very easy. It's not hard to pull or anything like that. It's very, very clean and easy. Ian Green, what is the length of the bolt pull? That far. So if I bring that up, that is the bolt all the way back. And that was a 460 FPS platform that I could quite easily do at a funny angle, off-handed, and at a 90-degree pull rather than straight back at me. Again, you can swap this over to a left-handed platform if you want, very, very easily. One thing that we did sort of pick up on that might irk some people is the safety catch there and matching on the other side. It is possible to catch that on the way back. So just be aware of it. It's not the end of the world if you do. It's just racking it back. You can accidentally apply the safety catch. Again, it's just a very, very small thing that we've noticed on what is essentially a very cool and fun platform that a lot of us want to see on the field and see what it's capable of. Another thing, so without the front end on this with the standard brake, this thing sits at about 108-ish centimetres long. You can collapse it down to about 83 if you're looking at para cases or hard cases or anything like that. So it's not overly massive if you want to collapse this down. Again, it sits like about this. Easy to store in a hard case, transport and everything like that. Some sniper rifles are just absolutely huge and you need all sorts of gear to transport them around. Again, this is a little bit easier to do. It's just a little bit of a bonus. But very, very impressed with it. I can't wait to see these on the field. I think they are going to be very, very popular. Again, really, really easy to use. Out the box, you have to do nothing to them, which is a great thing with a sniper platform. A lot of people get a sniper platform and then they go, oh, I want to do this, this, and this. Just get it, use it, and then see what you want to do with it. You could change the barrel. Currently, it comes with a 6.08mm barrel. and it is 360mm in length. So that's the only thing that you're primarily going to look at changing down the line, maybe tight bore. But again, this thing's sitting at sort of 2 joules, 2.1 joules. You bring that down to a tight bore, you might start pushing it a little bit too far. But again, there's nothing wrong with changing the spring. One thing I will point out, you can just about see a little silver dot that's appeared after I've racked this. It's much easier to see when I get my hoodie in the way. Obviously, it does have a cocking marker on there. There's a little red pip on the back as well. And again, when you fire this off, it disappears into the chamber, just making it a bit more obvious if you've been sat waiting for a long time. Have I cocked my sniper rifle yet? Is it loaded? I don't know. It's a visual aid to make it a little bit easier for you. But very, very impressed with them. We're going to do more bits and bats on them, see what fits with them, maybe put some bundles together, etc. But they are there for you now, so if you want one, grab one. I can't wait to see these on the field. They are really, really cool, if a bit heavy, but big strapping airsofters are going to love it. And again, for a starter, if you're starting out in airsoft, definitely take a look at them. You don't have to do silly upgrades and builds and etc. These things are ready to go out the box in a very impressive way, which can be quite rare in a sniper rifle. But this has been the Double Eagle M66 Pro 700. Yeah, any other questions? If we've missed your question, I do apologise, but there's been loads, and it's always good to chat to people. If we have missed your question, drop us a message on Instagram. We will try and answer you as quickly as possible, and make sure you get all the information that you want and need straight away. But if that's everything for today, I will be back on Friday at about 4 p.m. As always, if there's something you want us to look at, send us a message, and we'll throw it to the top of the list. Unless something new turns up that excites us and we get it on the stream as quick as we can. But if that's everything, I'll catch you in a bit. Bye.